Okay, before I raise a glass to my beautiful wife, I need to say a few thank yous, and well, it's quite a lot of thank yous if I'm honest, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of people. And raise a toast to the people who can't be with us today. And within that, I need to pay tribute to a man who should be. Brian. Brian, you have raised a lady I am honoured to call my wife. You have shaped a woman filled with modesty and grace. In short, you helped create my soulmate. And for that, I can only ever say thank you. There are many missing faces at the tables here, but you should be smiling up here with us, having just cracked a bunch of well-rehearsed gags, and that is exactly what it would have been. Gags. It's not fair that you're not, and you're sorely missed. But thank you for your kindness, your friendship, and for giving me your blessing to marry your incredible daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in raising a glass to absent friends.
Absent friends.
Now, we really genuinely feel so lucky that you're all here with us today. And we've been overwhelmed by the generosity that people have sent us cards before, and just looking at the table out there, it's just incredible. So thank you all. Particularly thank you to my gran, who made the lovely cushion today and who's too generous for her own good. And to Nanny Vic, who unfortunately can't be with us today, but helped us buy this lovely cake back here, so thank you to those two. So can we get a round of applause? But thank you to everyone that's here. It's a great compliment, and it's really lovely. It's very nice. Right then, what's next? Okay. Mrs. K and I couldn't be here today without the support of our parents. They've subsidised holidays when we first got together, supplied cars and petrol and insurance. When we first discovered Manchester was a lot further than it looked from Hartlepool. And more recently, from the first weekend, we all spent looking around venues to all the drawings, the suits and dress fittings, and all the last minute panics. They've been there for us and with us, and so we'd like to give them a little something to say thank you for all their help. So. We'd also like to say a big thank you to Finn and to Jossie, who looked great today and were just amazing. So if you could come up, we've got some stuff for you as well. He's just too cool. And our two flower girls, Bethany and Lucy. We've got something for you as well, but I'll come and meet you halfway, I think. Where are we? Clap! Sorry, alright, come in. So have you made this look easy? Right then. What else have we got? How is everyone? You alright? Good. I'm not used to saying more than 5 words in front of people. It's been a while. To Sean, to Steve and Claire, my Claire, thank you for the lovely speeches. 2 of them I had no idea about today, and Sarah, they were all a complete surprise to her, so thank you, they were all great. Should I do presents after? Yeah, it's taken a while, isn't it? Okay, sorry, but we've got you still. Oh yeah, I've got you. Yeah, clap. Yay! Claire, I also wanted to say a big thank you for all the time you spent on the order of services, which were just amazing, and for being there when I wanted to be excited about getting engaged, and for helping me plan all that and stuff. Thank you. That was good. All my ushers, I think what we'll do here is you can stand up and take a clap, actually. I'm working the form out as I go. So, Dom, Alex, Jack, Charlie, Nate, thank you. You've all been brilliant. You've all been absolutely brilliant. It was great to see you all there as well. It's kind of a mixture of my oldest friends and my now closest family, which is all very nice. And I think we got the suits right, which was good. That was good. Trev. The comedian. Mate, thank you. You've kept things ticking over smoothly thus far. And I've written here, cometh the hour, cometh the man. So I obviously had great expectations, and you paid them off, mate. You've pulled it out of the bag, and that is actually against towering odds. I've never met a man that could be more relaxed about everything in his life. We used to go out and we'd literally be like, oh, where's Trev? He's just jumping in the shower. It'll be 10 minutes. Ridiculous, but thank you, mate. You've been great. And your announcements are brilliant. I love them. Okay, so clap. Yay, Trev. Our bridesmaid, your Claire, who looks lovely today. I'm sure you'll agree. Claire has been there for Sarah all the way through everything, but especially during the preparations for this. And I've been told that she organised the perfect hen do in Bath earlier this year, so thank you to Claire for all this. Speaking of civilised affairs, Mark also took me to the southwest on a rather different weekend, but I had an absolute ball in my parrot outfit. So thanks to everyone that came to witness that. That was great. But what I love about Mark is that he knew that the thing that I would want most about my stag do is to come out of it feeling a little bit smug and superior. So what he did was we got into the final pub and he thought, you know what, I'm going to get hammered. And then I have to carry him home. It was just, I think, the one tip that Mark would give anyone who's going to be a best man is just go that extra mile. It's always worth it. It's always worth it. Mark was the second person I told about my engagement plans, and has been there every single step of the way. He's been down to Plymouth with me twice. He's just been incredible, and I couldn't have wished for a better man to be stood by me today. I know. He knows me inside out, and I just want to say a massive thank you to him for doing such a great, perfect job. Thank you. Thus far. On a personal note, Judy, Charlie, Claire, and go on, we'll chuck Dave in too. Thank you for letting me into your family. For being so generous and supportive and making me feel so welcome. We've been through a lot already, and I look forward to going through the rest. Now, Sarah Knowles. I haven't really told you what I think about you in the time we've been together. There's always been another episode of The Good Wife, 4 weddings, my big fat gypsy wedding, Don't Tell a Bride, Come Dine With Me, The Voice, X Factor, or Grey's Anatomy to watch. Another Let's Buy This Because It'll Look Good When thing to buy. Another play to do, another exhibition to set up. So, I want to make sure that while you look like that, and I look like this, I take the time in case I don't remember to do it again. You're the kindest, most generous person I've ever met. You give your time for free and expect nothing from anyone in return. You're assured, but always polite. Kind, but no pushover. And determined, but never stubborn. Only occasionally. Very stubborn. You were the girl I thought would never go for someone like me. You make me smile. You give me butterflies. And you make me feel like I'm home. I can't believe that we've been together long enough to get married already. It feels like a minute ago I was in Piccadilly Station waiting for you to get off the train. I loved spending time with you. I've loved being your housemate. I've loved our talks, our walks, our holidays. I've loved being there for you and having you there for me. I've loved being your friend, your boyfriend, your fiancé, and I will always love being your wife, your husband.
So close. So close.
I love you. Loads. I once wrote a speech about Sarah. It was a stupid idea about a zebra. It was a bit of homework we'd been set on a writing course I did, and I wrote it on the district line in the time it took between Sloane Square and Stamford Brook. But it is, so far, the best way I've found of describing what Sarah does to me, and so I thought I'd read it. I feel like this. Imagine describing something for the first time to someone who has no idea, not even an inkling, like, I don't know, like a zebra. Just imagine what it'd be like if you didn't think that thing existed, anything like that, like a zebra. If I had to then describe one to you and you had no idea, how would I do it? Well, I'd start by saying it looks like a horse, because presumably you'd know what that was. And then I'd tell you how beautiful it was, how different it was from a horse, how pretty, how graceful, how incredible. Just imagine for a moment that you're walking through a field and you see a zebra and you'd never even thought this thing existed, and there it is. Wow. I mean, if you see one now, it's impressive, but it's different now because we have pictures and films which show you things until they become almost as common as a bloody pigeon. But that first time that someone saw a zebra, how incredible must that have been? And how do you describe a moment like that to people who don't understand? You, Sarah. You're my zebra. You're that feeling that you get when you're caught between what you think and what you understand. All my life I've seen horses, and then there was you. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise a glass to my other half,